I want to make a little pause. You give the microphone to Kyle, and you, Kyle,
yes,
with your left hand, you get it near them when they talk these two, and then I get this to them.
You don't need to hear me.
Yes. You're asking the questions.
Yeah.
And you're not even looking at the camera when you ask them.
I'm looking at our
I know. We're working with what we have. It's a small room.
This room is so jank. They said we'd have like one band member in it. We have goddamn 4.
Yeah, we just go hard. This is like the first one that we did, where it was all of you on a voice calling, and we realized that's not a good idea.
It's so like endemic of being in a band, and this band specifically, that like in a couple of hours we'll be like on the stage playing in front of one of the biggest crowds that we've ever played and having the time of our lives. But right now I'm sat on a fridge, and those are our 2 speeds.
That's how it works.
There either aren't enough chairs or it's going really well. It's one of the two. It's never in between. It's supposed to keep you humble.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely.
Sup, nerds? Welcome to Powerful, a not live interview recorded on a camera with actual faces. We have not done this in forever.
We have literally never done an in-person interview.
No, it's the first in-person interview we have with a band that we're actually doing for the show. We've talked before. We met at Epic Fest. We already knew how everyone acted on mid-space, as we call it. But we have now Fellowship, our awesome friends on Fellowship. For just in case, for anyone that doesn't know all of you guys, I would like you to introduce yourself. We'll start here.
Yep. I'm Brad and I play guitar.
I'm Callum and I play the drums.
Hi, I'm Matt and I sing.
Hi, I'm Ed. I'm the merch guy.
Nice. That's the most important job in the band.
It's a job that actually makes money. So, you know. That's very important. So we're very happy to be here. We're at Mad with Power. The festival just started. We somehow made our way to here. I somehow made my way to here. It's an awesome story. You'll see it in a different episode. But now we're gonna start with we're gonna get the stupid questions out of the way. This is your first time in the US. Correct. I'm not lying.
Wait, first time as a band.
First time as a band.
Yeah, play, obviously, performing. That's what matters. Yeah. So, how does it feel to cross the pond finally? Is it like a big thing? Is it a small thing? Is it just like,
How do you feel about visas?
Alright, go on about it. This is your thing.
Well, it's fantastic to be here. It's fantastic to be here. It's something we've always wanted to do since forever, isn't it?
I mean, the visa process was like a bit strenuous, wasn't it?
Yeah, I tried to.
There's quite a lot to it.
Repressed a lot of that.
I think when you're in a band, like in its early stages, stuff like playing across the Atlantic is a complete pipe dream, and then you start the visa process and it stops being a dream, and it turns into the other kind of thing you do. It's just suddenly just the worst thing ever. You wish you'd never wanted to do it in the first place. But we made it through, we got the visas, and now we're just absolutely stoked to be
Now
here.
that you're here, it's all worth it.
Now that we're here, it's amazing. In the process in between, but yeah, no, it's been sick. Everyone here is so friendly. Everything is so big. The food has flavor.
Nice.
Which we're not used to. But no, it's been super nice, and we couldn't ask for better hosts in like Ty and the Mad with Power people.
How long, or what have you guys been doing the last few days that you've been here?
Yeah, it's been good, really. We landed in Chicago on Monday. Came up here Thursday morning. Spent a few days in Chicago.
Okay.
Got a couple of rehearsals in and just sort of wandered around the city, really, just exploring, having a look around. Didn't go anywhere in particular, I don't think. We just sort of wandered around and looked at it.
We had a little swim there.
Oh, we had a little swim in the lake. Yeah, that was romantic, wasn't it?
nice.
Yeah, it's been really good. I think for me personally, what I've been enjoying about it is like weirdly, even though I've not been to Chicago before, it feels really nostalgic in a strange way because
Have you seen movies that?
yeah. Yeah, so like all the TV, movies, games, and things we have in the UK. We have a load of like American TV and films and things.
Yeah.
Growing up with PlayStation games, things like loads.
Yeah.
You know, it's all in seeing it in person. Like it's all there. Like
Yeah,
Surreal, yeah.
We kind of wander around and it's sort of like, this does exist. So, you know, we see it for ourselves now.
It's kind of astonishing how little hyperbole there was in like any of the depictions of places like Chicago. We, you know, from our little country houses or whatever, like little flat in Harwich, it's like we thought that was like, you know, exaggerated or like hyped up, like the size of the buildings, the way the people are, the like Chicago streets, we'll put it that way. And no, it was actually, if anything, it was like more in real life.
The best thing for me was the 7-Eleven, those little, like the little weenie things that are on the rollers.
I think they're called Glizzies these days.
Taquitos. Were they taquitos?
Taquitos are like the wrapped up.
Oh yeah, it was them thing.
had them as
Them
well.
things in the big gulps. Yeah.
And big
Good.
gulps, the culture of America.
Get yourself a good deal on
And then
them.
you see the bigger gulps behind.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I know for us, getting fellowship here has kind of been like the dream. I remember in Mountain Power 2021, I was like sitting at the old small venue saying, "Hey Ty, when are we gonna get fellowship here?" And then after the Hyperspace Festival in 2022, I was talking with Ty at the airport, like, "Man, getting fellowship here would be the dream." So to actually have you guys here, thank you. I guess we're dealing with it.
Yeah, I don't know if did we expect it like this, like kind of early into our sort of. I don't know. I don't know if I expected it to be this.
headline a now international festival.
Yeah.
On.
Yeah, I mean this festival though, it's just like a friend fest, isn't it? Like
Pretty much.
it's like everyone kind of knows each other or knows someone.
The
so it's
vibe is so good.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever been more warmly welcomed. Like we're literally just staying with Ty, and it's the nicest thing ever. And it's like just everyone's, it's everything that we could sort of hope for. It's like you know, your first international concert is very daunting and scary, and everyone here has made that like not a thing. Like I don't think it's not really scary or daunting. It's just like so accepting and welcoming, and like everything that I think is really good about the power metal community as a whole.
Because before this, you guys have played obviously the UK.
Was it first international concert?
Well,
No. Sorry. Cross Pacific.
Did I dream?
Sorry, my apologies. I misspoke. Cross Pacific.
we're in Denmark.
I swear we went to Japan.
It's the other ocean, the other side.
I'm really stupid.
First time in America though.
Yeah, that's cross. Is it Pacific or Atlantic?
Atlantic.
I'm
crossed-
really stupid.
No one's gonna argue there.
So you
Thanks,
guys had really great timing with all this. I'm sure it's a pure coincidence that this morning you announced your second album officially. Are we allowed to talk about that?
Yeah.
we can talk about
Yeah,
this.
total coincidence. We didn't message our agent at Scarlet being like, "Hey, we want to announce it now on this day specifically."
We're gonna see the shirts at the merch booth and be really confused. If
We were like, we don't want to soft launch it, and we have these shirts already. So like, would you mind? And no, they were super cool with it. And yeah, we've been waiting to announce this for forever. It meant that we had to decide on the song titles and like really nail that down. That was probably the hardest.
They've had working titles for so long now that these new titles I'm going to struggle with.
That bastard of a song number 3.
Yeah, it's like what was it? Save Like Chronicles. All the titles are like Q1, Q9, Q13, and then Sam had his own thing of like P22.
Yeah.
Like P. It's like,
So
I
Sam
thought
is
Sam's
still
thing was just hit the keyboard.
Sam is still writing the songs and doing guitars for the band studio-wise, correct?
Yeah.
he's contributed on this album.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I was worried about that because I'm like, he wrote so many great songs for the first album. So
yeah,
I'm happy he's still participating there.
he's still
Yeah, he's
I-
contributed on this album.
For the record, I actually think he's outdone himself with the stuff that he's put on this one. It's I really do think he's blown it out of the park. I know me and Ed are like super fond of this one song called "Well Then Slowly." It's just like happiness in a can for me,
That's
which
why
is
we
great.
listen to Fellowship.
And we're gonna get really hyped then for the new album because like the previous one was really good. Like we reviewed it. You can check it on an old episode. And when we talked about it before they released it, because this is like the third interview we do with you guys. Really looking forward to the new thing.
wanted to ask, so this, I think it's like an hour and a half set that you guys get, because this is like a headline show, which I feel like you guys don't normally get. Your first album, I don't think, is an hour and a half long. Who knows what might fill the extra time? Could be anything.
Who can say? I mean, this crowd will definitely be the first people in the world outside of the band and like immediate friends to hear any of the new material. So we are so excited. We're playing 3 songs from the new stuff, and
That's more than I expected.
3 new songs, and we are very. I mean, there's nothing more that I could really say without like spoiling things. That it's like we are just really, 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 really excited. We've been sat on these songs for so long, and it's just going to be so good to get them out into the world. There's always been this like, I think with every band that has like a debut album that sort of had the reaction that it did, where it's like, is that it? You know,
Was it a fluke? Yes or no?
Yeah,
Can we do it again?
and this will, you know, we can't give you the answer, but like, you'll get it hopefully soon. And I think just answering that question the way that we want to is, I think, really important to us.
Yeah, at least for me, like any artist, I want them to do their thing, and I think that's what you guys are doing. That's all we can ask.
That's definitely what we've done.
I mean, like there hasn't been any like loss to like any of the songwriting stuff. I mean, Matt's always done the lyrics. Me and Sam have always done the songs, you know. So hopefully, like we've like, you know, we didn't get lucky on the first album.
To get like,
We'll find out, I guess. Like
to get like a tiny bit like medium deep for a moment. I'm actually like super proud of you. I'm like so proud of you.
This is the first time he's ever said anything nice.
Off camera, I hate it.
Oh, we need to cut this part. Oh,
But no, genuinely, like for all of the pressure that we get from like just like, you know, having put out the first album and all this stuff. He's a complete rock. He's like, no, like this is what I feel like I want to write, and if I don't write what I want to write, then it won't be good. And Cal is like absolutely stubborn on this, and it makes the best songs, 100%.
Mr. Integrity.
Mr. Integrity. And it's like, yeah.
I've got to have someone, haven't I?
You can't play the drums.
Yeah. Oh, going back to what Matt was saying earlier. Yeah, we have 3 new songs in our set today.
Mm-hmm.
We also have an old unplayed one, Emma. So I don't know. Any guesses on what it might be?
I mean, we gave you shit for not playing Frozen Land in Denmark, which would have been really funny.
Yeah.
No, you got any guesses?
I don't have any guesses. Anything would be great, I guess. I mean, when people are watching this, the show already happened.
You're only not spoiling us, which is the really funny thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
We're gonna publish this like next week or something.
Yeah, probably.
When I saw the announcement for the album this morning, I believe it's The Skies Above Eternity.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a power metal ass album name if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, you came up with that one.
Yeah. I mean, we always, like, everything in Fellowship goes through, every name in Fellowship is probably the thing that we talk about the most, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Like, lots of bands disagree on, like, bits of the music or like, certain melody. Like, no, that stuff is fine. We just disagree on the names for things. And we always go through the exact same process of, I will come up with, like, this incredibly artsy-fartsy name that is, like...
The Saint Beyond the River. What does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell you what that means. It's...
I was joking, but you're welcome to.
It's like the whole concept of that song is about like looking into any like reflective surface, so like a body of water, for example, and seeing a version of yourself that you want to see in the future, rather than the one that actually like reflects back at you. So like beyond the version.
I didn't even know that.
That's a deep river.
Did you know that?
No, it's my favourite song. It's
Awesome.
So we have this like we have the like really deep version, and then we get like it goes through the like sort of this, and then slowly it becomes something that is like has that idea, but is cool and not incredibly lame. And it's very rare that the titles are initially
the cringe to cool to lame like spectrum. There's a fine point you gotta hit there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of discussion is not that word. Take that. How else can we say that? Like, the meaning, fine, but not like that. That's usually
But yeah, I'm really stoked. I think they're like just it's a really power metal title. I think we wanted to go a little darker and harder with this album. That was where like even before we'd released album 1, I think we had a chat about like going a little bit more.
Yeah,
You're the music guy.
Some of the songs like after like because obviously like album 1 was done and there was a long period before it was released, so obviously you still come up with ideas and stuff. A lot of the ideas were kind of like a little bit darker. I don't know. There's not really a better way of describing it than that. It's not exactly black metal that we're doing here. But it's like,
So how are Matt's harshes on this album?
but it's just like
right curveball.
I just feel like there was like a bit more of like a sounds that we maybe didn't really delve into on album 1. On this one, I'd say anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd also say I think there's maybe more. We said it in the announcement, but like more of like a Japanese influence in the.
Yeah, I saw like Japanese power metal is going to be part of this. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you just have to wait and listen to it. I can't really elaborate any further.
Before people get worried, it is still happy. Don't worry. It's like happiness through the darkness,
It's even more meaningful that way, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and don't get us wrong. Like we're saying it's like a bit darker, but there's like still like tons and tons of cheese, like silly amounts.
Yeah,
like,
we've come to like Wisconsin for a reason. Like,
So it's like an aged Gouda now, and not just like the American cheese, right?
Yeah.
Are you calling our first album American?
So I was talking to a friend of mine who met you guys at the arcade last night.
Yeah.
He's like, "Wow, they're so British." I'm like, "What'd you expect?" They're from Harwich, England. I don't even know what Harwich is.
Harwich.
It's just Harwich.
Sure. Say that again clearly.
Harwich.
it's
Yes.
just an unknown place in like.
Gesundheit.
It's just like an unknown place in like the UK. Like it's just a tiny little town, isn't it? I mean, there's not really anything there.
I think it's 18.
There's you. It'll be known as the Fellowship
We managed to
Town.
find these people. I mean, we didn't find him there. Like yeah. We dragged you in from where was it? Like
At the time, Hertfordshire.
wherever that is.
And now I live in the woods.
Whoa.
He does, yeah.
I live on a beach, so that's the power metal way.
Vista, California. Living in paradise.
All we need is like someone who lives in the tundra, and then we have like.
That's every other metal band though. So
Where's Lind when you need it?
not in Twilight Force, I guess. Come on, man.
It's too soon.
It is. That's why you guys are, picking up the slack here, right?
Hey, there's a gap in the market.
Oh.
I'm interested to see though, like what they do, because like he obviously said he's going to start a new project, didn't he? Like, so kind of interested to see where he goes with it. Like, is he going to do the same sort of like the same sort of sound, or is it going to be I don't know different? I guess it's going to be a little bit different because
That's
I don't know.
they're splitting.
Otherwise, why would he have split? Maybe he wants to go back to Ninja Warrior. He was. It's awesome.
He's like, he's showing me that. Wait, that video. He was in that.
It's him or the other guitarist. I think it's Lind, right?
I am bad with their names, honestly.
That's fair.
He showed me that video like quite a few times, and I was like, he laughs all the time, but he's never told me he was a part of it. So if he is, man, that's news to me. I'm gonna ask him on
If
this.
that's Lind and not
I'm gonna ask him.
Yuka, then we gotta fight that.
Oh man, I'm glad to facilitate this. Let's see, how are we doing on time? It's 5:00, so I think. How long are we supposed to be here?
We're supposed to be here for half an hour, allegedly, but there's no one like immediately after us. There's another half hour to the next guy. We're cheating. We always cheat just to get the best things. So let's do some fun. Let's close. You guys we're getting the second album. That's awesome. I love that it's gonna have more of the Japanese sound to it. I love that. Very happy, big fan. Thank you. I assume it's just for me. And I'm gonna live like that happy.
I knew you were such a fan.
They knew Anthem was coming here, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
You talked just now when you came here to the US how it looks so much like you expected from movies. I had the same experience as a foreigner coming here.
When I went to London, I thought I was in a Harry Potter movie, so it goes
Yeah,
the other way. It goes the other way.
What is like? Is there anything that is like, oh, this doesn't? Is there anything that feels like not completely Hollywood to you? Because like I'm here every time I'm here. To me, it's like this is just a movie land. Nothing here is real. This is a theme park. Do you get that that feeling?
Pretty much. This is the weirdest comment, but it's the only thing that's in my head. I understand why there are so many flat earthers here.
Yes.
Because there's no hills. There's nothing. Everything is flat.
It's flat.
It's just endless.
There's so much flat US.
Yeah, it's
incredible. You look and it's like the sky's right there. There's nothing in the way.
Yeah. It's so strange.
I'm from a very hilly place, so like, when I come out to like the middle of America where it's all flat, it terrifies me. So I get it. I get it.
Yeah, and we have our friend Andrew from a flatter place. He complains about the hills here.
It's too hilly here.
It's insane. Wow. Insane.
I hope he doesn't. It's a good thing he doesn't listen to podcasts because he's gonna be so called out by this.
It's fine. It's fine.
What's your favorite part of this trip to America so far? Is it the cheese, the beer, the very large trucks, perhaps?
There's lots of large trucks.
I think a lot of it for me is meeting a lot of people that you kind of interact with online, but you don't really ever think, oh, I'll probably meet them. But a lot of the guys from Discord and Facebook and everything, they're like, oh, by the way, I'm this person. It's like, oh, yeah,
And then you just already have that relationship.
Exactly. So I've enjoyed that myself.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think we've not done it yet, but I think just playing it's been a little bit. It's been a little bit since we played a show, and this one is the most exciting show that we've done in forever, and I'm just that's yeah.
Yeah, when you guys were announced at the concert last year, and just the whole venue just popping off.
That is honestly one of the most rewarding things that's ever happened to us. Seeing that, I think especially because it was a video, because you had this, it was filmed on a kind of, maybe an old iPhone or something. And it happened, and you get 2 seconds of audio where the xylophone's there, and then the audio just dies, and it's crackling. It just can't handle the volume, which was for us was just heart-wrenchingly beautiful. And we were like, oh, they do love, they want us.
When I heard the xylophone, I think not the rest of the crowd hadn't picked up on it yet, but I did. So I'm like, oh shit! And then of course everyone does.
Yeah.
So you're gonna come back next year then?
If they'll pay for the flights.
I feel that.
So, everyone, you should all tell Ty to keep bringing them back, or any other fest. Just complain a lot to the people that can make shows happen. Please.
Indeed. Oh, yes.
Now, the next spot that you just have to come down to Latin America.
Yeah.
They love
eventually.
I think South America generally is just absolutely top of our bucket list now. We Japan, America, and it's we're just waiting for the opportunity.
We just need to get there.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it happen
100% eventually.
Yeah,
Fernando's going to help us out on that.
I'm gonna try. I have more connections in the States than in Argentina. It's insane.
You helped Ailstorm tour Argentina, right?
No, they already had the show. I helped them have fun on their day off.
Yeah.
I will get you the best food and all that, all the nice things. That's it for now. We'll make it. We'll see. We'll try. So we don't want to run over a lot of time because other people are going to have interviews here, and we're going to have more interviews. You're going to be able to see them. If they are not all at the same time, they'll show up eventually on the YouTubes. This is probably on audio on Spotify. I don't know. We have no idea.
We don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, it's just, if you're seeing it, it happened. That's great. But
I got tricked into doing these interviews.
he didn't know. That's on the other video, but he had no idea about this. It was a surprise. So thank you, guys. Thank you, fellowship, all of you. This is great.
Thank you.
This is great.
Thank you for signing our friend's inflatable Corona can. That means a lot.
It means a lot. You have no idea how much it means to our group. It's so stupid.
Very stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There was one thing I wanted to say about the new record, and another I'm proud of you moment. I believe, and you can confirm if this is true. I believe the new album features the longest solo to date.
Is it a bass solo?
We're playing it today. It's not a bass solo.
Actually-
Hey,
I'm sorry, man.
don't-
One day.
You can't say those words. He'll get an idea.
He's selling your merch, man. You gotta be.
I don't know because I
We'd
feel
have to have
like
a look
Frozen
at that.
Land might be.
Frozen Land might be, but that's that's like a keyboard.
Yeah.
guitar
Yeah,
thing.
because it's
Yeah.
We
really.
put Brad through like 2 minutes of hell.
That's the power metal way.
Our boy Phil on keys.
So wait, Brad, do you play solos that Sam wrote? Then is that how that works?
No, usually, well, for this album, how we've done it.
Do you say "fuck you" for making this so hard, or
So on this album, Sam's played his solos on his songs, and I've played the solos on Cal's songs. Process has been Cal's given me like a part where it's got like sort of like a few gaps. I've gone along, filled in the gaps, turned it into what I see as a guitar solo. Sent it back to Cal. He's taken all my bits out and rewritten them. And then he sends me back something that's nearly impossible to play, and I go, "Cool, right, let's try and make this happen."
love to see it?
Yeah.
Your guitar doesn't have enough notes on it, does it?
No, it literally doesn't. It literally doesn't. I'm having to try to glue a little bit of fret wire onto one of my pickups to get a high note. Yeah, seriously.
That's incredible. Looking forward to all.
That's innovation. That's dedication, innovation.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. All right, let's not
Thank you.
abuse our time. Thank you, everyone.
Yep.
We're gonna do the thing.
Stay powerful. Hell yeah.
Awesome.